What is the displacement of the particle at t equals to 5? Sub it in. And you get 190 meters. Centimeters. Find when the particle is stationary and its displacement at that time. Find the particle is stationary. X dot equals 0. So x dot is 6t squared minus 12. You get time is root 2 and its displacement at that time. X equals 2 root 2 cubed minus 12 root 2, which simplifies 2 root 2 root 2 times 2 is 4 negative 8 root 2, something like this. Good. A lot of 2's in my head. We got it out. Negative 8 root 2. I'm going to pause. Any questions at this stage? No? Show that the particles at the origin when t equals 0 and when t equals root 6. Obviously that means just solve for t when x is equal to 0. So solve for t when x equals 0, it'll look like this. Therefore, t equals 0, t equals square root of 6. So far so good. This is kind of the way you'll see it in your exams. It's pretty much like that, like find displacement, find stationary, show that when this is this. Find the acceleration of the particle when it is at the origin. Acceleration function first is 12t, then at the origin, x double dot equals 12 times 0, which is 0. All good? Moving on. Yep. Jolting is the sensation that is felt on a roller coaster when the acceleration changes abruptly. You know that feeling? It is also that jerking motion felt when a driver is first learning manual transmission, compared to the smooth motion of a more experienced driver. The function for jolting is found by differentiating the acceleration function. So, to find jolting function is just the derivative of the acceleration. That's all we care about. So find the jolting function for the above. Well, for the above, x triple dot, if you want to say, is equal to 12. All good? The displacement function of another particle is given by this. Find the jolt when t equals to pi on 3. Well, we now know that x is this, x dot is what? X dot is 2 cos 2t plus pi over 2. That's velocity. Acceleration is what? Negative 4 sine 2t plus pi over 2. And then what's jolt? Jolt is x triple dash, which equals derivative of negative sine is still negative cos. So negative 8 cos 2t plus pi over 2. Does that make sense? And it just says at t equals pi over 3. So what do you do now? Sub it in. X triple dash equals negative 8 cos 2 pi over 3 plus pi over 2. 2 times 60 plus 90, cos answer is negative root 3 on 2. Negative 8 times negative root 3 on 2. Negative negative cancels out. 8 over 2 is 4 root 3. That's the jolt. You'll feel it at 4 root 3 force. Let's call it for now if it's a force. Find 3 times when the particle from part F will experience the maximum jolt. Find 3 times when the particle from part F will experience the maximum jolt. Okay, it's good that it's asking this. How do we find, think about this for a second, how would you find maximum jolt? Oh, take again. One at a time. Go ahead, Tiana.
I was going to say to find the maximum, you'd find the stationary point and sub it into.
So do you mean stationary points x dot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incorrect. You're not wrong, but the way I know you meant x dot. That's where it's wrong. What do you think? Same. Y double dot. So x double dot still cannot work.
Find the jolt, you put the triple dot in there.
Find maximum of the jolt.
Y double dot into triple dot.
No. Because look, this is what you guys are missing. So now hear me out with this. Find me maximum displacement. You would say, let's be a bit more clear because we're all saying differentiate, but as you can see, there's a lot. So one person thinks he's seeing what I'm trying to get to. One more time. If I said find maximum displacement, you would say what equals 0? Velocity, let's call it that. So the one after it. If I said find maximum velocity, you would say equals 0. If I said find maximum jolt, you would say, yeah, x quadruple differentiation equals to 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the one after it. That's what you don't understand. That's why you said just do x dot. X dot's only maximum because we're doing maximums usually of x's or y's. But if I said find maximum y dash, how do I find max y dashes? Think. How do I find the maximum of y dash? Y double dash equals 0. That's the logic. So if it's the question is asking find maximum jolt, which is already triple dash, the maximum of anything is a derivative of that. That's what you're trying to say, but like I said, you're thinking of y x dot still. Find 3 times when the particle experiences the maximum jolt. Okay, so what's x? Usually we don't write 4 dots, because imagine if there was 50 differentiations, you don't write. After 3, we usually just put the number. So x 4 equals the derivative of negative 8 cos is positive 16 sine 2t plus pi over 2. And then you'll make that equal to 0. So in other words, you could have said it is just your x equal to 0. But you wouldn't know that. It only works out in this case because it's a periodic function, right? It's a sine. So it keeps going sine, cos, sine, cos. All right. And then inverse sine of 0 is 0. So you get 2t plus 90 degrees equals 0, 180, 360, 540, 720, blah, blah, blah. Then you'll take away 90 and divide it by 2. So t equals 90 divided by 2 is 45 degrees. 360 take away 90. I think we get the idea. Do I need to keep going? I'll do one more since we're already here. Divided by 2, 225. What's the only problem with what I've done at the end? What's the only problem with my t's? They're in degrees. You're not allowed to have 45 degrees. So the answer that we're actually looking for is pi over 4. 3 pi over 4 and 5 pi over 4.
What's the 3 times bit?
What's the 3 times bit? Show me, because I'm confused. This bit?
No. In the actual question. Just find the 3 times.
Find the 3 times. 1, first time, second time, third time.
Oh. Sorry.
Because one, yeah, because it keeps going on. So find the 3 times when that happens. So it happened at pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, and 5 pi over 4. You ignore the first one. I ignored 0 because when I take away 90, I'm going to get negative time. I ignored that one, and it's just 1, 2, 3. That's why I added more, as you can see. But I didn't even use 720 either, because it's too much. I don't need it. Are we okay? H, state a displacement function with the following parameters. Polynomial in this form, where A, B, C, D, and E are not equal to 0 or 1. Huh? State a displacement function with the following parameters, where A, B, C, D, and E are not equal to 0 or 1. Come back to find the jolting function for the polynomial you stated in part H. Find the jolting function for the polynomial you stated in part H. So state a displacement function with the following parameters, where they're not equal to 0 or they're not equal to 1. So you could have just made it like 2x4 plus 2x3 plus 2x squared plus 2x plus e. Find the jolting function. Okay. For H, it just says state a displacement function with the following. I think you could have just made it equal to anything. So that just sounds weird. There you go. Bye. 2x4 plus 2x cubed plus 2x. Yeah, I guess. That's what it says. I don't know. I'll get back to it. Find the jolting function for the polynomial you stated in part H. Oh, yeah, I'm right. So you make up anything, and then you do the jolting function for that as well. So how do we do the jolting function? Yeah, derive 3 times. No, 3 times. Jolt was 3 times. So y dash, I think we get the idea, and then hence find the jolt when I'm not going to do that. We get that? There you go. Then some series. Let's do that as well, because that'll be good revision for everybody.